I ordered an iPhone off of Amazon. They delivered it to the wrong address. The address is right across from me. I knocked on my neighbor's door. I, tried to leave a message for him on this big poster. He ignored me, pretended like he didn't see it, playing dumb. I had to play Get Down Dirty. Hi, Brian. Since we're playing the ignore game, here's something I'm sure you won't ignore. Starting this Saturday, I'm hosting NA meetings all day, every Saturday in my front yard for all recovering inactive addicts from Skid Row. You're more than welcome to join us. Oops, I forgot. The weekends are the time that you have the supervised visitation with your son, with a worker from DCFS. Well, I will do my best to make sure my guests don't leave too much drug paraphernalia behind. A visitor? Wonder who that could be. Interesting. Package returned.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow. A reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
What's up, people? Greetings, salutations. Yes, this is going to be a Reading Rainbow edition because it's been quite a minute since I've done a good read, and these hoes need to be read one good time. If this is your first time coming to this channel, please subscribe. Subscribe like your life depends on it. Now, I'm gonna get straight into this, because, we've reached a pinnacle in our society where you gotta ask yourself, are people playing dumb? Are they just dumb?
Month start the year? Like, what month start out the whole year? So let's say 2021 end, right? What month is gonna start the year?
September, right? I mean, not September. Hold on. Come back.
Until second time.
November.
Huh?
November.
November? What month end the year?
January, right?
Now, the first candidate I want to take is this guy named Hector. I've been seeing Hector for quite some time now, but you know that song by Viv DeVoe, that old school song called Poison, Never Trust a Big Butt and Smile. Well, his case will be never trust a big dick and an excuse, because that's all he seems to have. Now, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to see the poison that these men contribute to my life. Or Hector has a nice sized dick, yes it is, but I get the feeling from him whenever I'm chilling with him that he continues to make withdrawals from my emotional and physical bank account, but he makes no deposits. And honey, we're getting to efficient funds here. He keeps taking. Case in point, this is a typical situation of a motherfucker that wants to play dumb. Okay, so typical conversation starts like this. He says, "You busy?" I said, "No, I'm just waking up." He goes, "Okay, can I come give you some dick?" Can I come give you some dick? It's so interesting, like how motherfuckers like to try to act like they're doing you a favor when, the dick is subpar by all means. Can you come give me some dick? No, honey, can you come give me some coin? Shit, give me something I can actually use. Can I come give you some dick? Okay, so then I decided to throw a monkey wrench his way because, honey, he can always get here quick, fast, in a hurry. So I want to see how invested he is to me, since he claims to be so invested in me. Now here comes the true test. Catch. So I reply, "Sure. Do you mind getting me a large Slurpee from 7-Eleven on your way over?" His reply, "Low on cash. Just paid my half on rent." So let's go ahead and evaluate that situation here. What is the average cost of a large Slurpee? $1. $1. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what the average cost of rent is in Compton. Cause, he says that he lives in Compton, but he could be lying. But let's go see. And mind you, he has a roommate, okay? Let's go ahead and look at that. All right, so the average rent in Compton is about $1,466. So we'll just round it off to $1,500. So we're gonna divide $1,500 times 2, since there's 2 people, just assuming. So that's $750 that he's gonna be paying for rent. Okay, just assuming. Now, if he's paying $750, 9 times out of 10, it may be less than that, it may be more. But someone or one could argue, well, Fox, maybe he's living below the poverty line. Maybe he can't afford $1. Well, okay, if that's the case, then stay your ass at home. Honey, if you're coming from Compton, you can't afford to basically come give me some dick because, baby, gas is $4.85 for a regular gallon out here. So, honey, baby, you ain't coming on no magic carpet. So you're gonna put money into your gas. You're gonna put money into your car so you can come out of here. But you cannot stop and get me a $1 Slurpee. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's selfish. He's selfish. And when you break it down, like, it's very sad how low these men think of you. Or how low they think of me. And but when you put them to the test, when you throw a monkey wrench in their field and you expect them sometimes to pass, but 9 times out of 10, they're gonna drop it. They're gonna drop the ball. And this is the uncomfortable truth that we're looking at. He's gonna spend at least about $20 on gas. If he's coming from Compton to Santa Monica, make no doubts about that. He didn't have any problems with that. I asked, can you stop and get me a large Slurpee? No. I just paid rent. Translation, no, you're not worth the Slurpee. Slurp on this dick, slut. That's what that translation was. And that's why I'm so fucking angry. Ugh. These men can't even, everything's so subpar. Everything's just so, the music is subpar. The sex is subpar. They can't put effort into anything. And this is what we're dealing with in the dating world. And at times like this, I'm gonna fucking say it. I hate being a black trans woman. Because I get treated like shit. I hate being fucking black and a trans woman, like 2 handicaps on top of each other. Ugh. Well, alrighty then. Let's go ahead and move over to a lighter note. If that's even possible, it's not possible. But, you know what? We can move over to a dumber note. Something dumber than the last dumb story. But, anyways, yeah, that was dark. That was dark, and, if I was any other YouTuber, I would be saying to myself, I can't put that out there because that's going to scare subscribers away. But I average less than 100, views on every video because algorithm says I'm not popular and people don't want to listen to me until I'm dead or 6 feet under, and it really doesn't matter. But you know what? This is getting dark, so I'll just go on to the story. Make this a little bit more lighter. So this next one centers around a Dyson vacuum cleaner. I admire the Dyson vacuum cleaner because it sucks almost as good as I do. But yes, if anyone is familiar with a Dyson vacuum cleaner, it's a very expensive, state-of-the-art quality vacuum cleaner. Now, my friend here, she's one of those girls. I'm not going to say that she's dumb, but I'm going to say that she's less than smart, but smarter than dumb. Meaning that she doesn't really know the true quality and value. She may not know the true quality and value in certain things, but she's the type of toxic person that she will argue you down about something that she knows nothing about because she wants to get the last word. I guess that's the best way to say it. She will know nothing about, the premises of what starts the argument or, but she will go toe-to-toe with you just because of the fact that, that's the type of toxicity that she's on. So anyways, I lent her one of my, a Dyson vacuum cleaner that I actually got as a gift from a client. Very expensive Dyson vacuum cleaner, and apparently I have hardwood floor. So I was just keeping it around until I would move to an apartment that had carpet or, if I got more, anyways, I gave her the goddamn vacuum cleaner. So, this conversation starts with me asking, how she's faring with the vacuum cleaner. And it goes a little something like this. How is the Dyson working out for you? She replied, it never worked. I said, what? Are you sure you operated right? There is a button you put your foot on to start it. It's kind of tricky. She replies, laughing my ass off, yes, love, I know what was wrong with it, but I do not have the time to fix it. So I'm like, no biggie. Please bring it back because I will fix it. It's too expensive to be laying around not being put to use. Then she goes, oh no, that's been in the trash. And this is where my heart kind of drops a beat there because, like, you don't just put a Dyson in the trash. I mean, even a Dyson at its worst can be fixed. It's a fucking Dyson. So I replied, bitch, you should have threw yourself in the trash and kept the Dyson out of it. No, I did not reply that. I wanted to. I said, oh, you should have told me. And I'm not gonna lie, things kind of just went downhill from there because I let my emotions run with me because, yeah. She replied, why you gave it to me? All I could think of, yeah, why did I give it to you? I said to use it, not trash it. She says, you also said it worked, but it didn't. At this point, the conversation just can't get any better because, you know, I'm fuming. I'm really fuming because it really was a good vacuum cleaner. And I really did have some good plans for it because of the fact that I was going to use it eventually, but I knew she needed a vacuum cleaner. Oh my God. Oh, I wanted to just go through the phone with a Dyson and knock her over the head with it. Oh, I know that sounds very violent, but yeah, people just don't understand the value in good quality things. Just like how men don't understand the quality in good women, period. God forbid if you're a trans woman, you just forget about them and recognizing anything besides your head skills. But anyways, let's get back to this bitch. So I said, and you lied, because you just said you knew what was wrong with it, but you didn't feel up to fixing it. But it's water under the bridge now. $650 vacuum cleaner in the trash. So there you have it. I mean, this was my attempt, as you can tell, to end the conversation. But you remember what I said about her being the last petty to get the last word in. She goes, well, it didn't work and it wasn't new, so it's only a $120 vacuum in the trash. Laugh out loud. You know, like, I didn't know what pissed me off the most about the situation. Her inability to see the quality in something that she could have even got on Craigslist for $120. Or the fact that she is so stuck on her being petty that she can't even recognize her own ignorance. So, you know, I'm the type of person that I like to provide facts and receipts. So, in another attempt to shut her up, I provided receipts. Correction. It's apparently been marked down. $400 vacuum in the trash. Yes, I provide receipts in real time, not just empty assumptions. I'm quite sure if it was really worth $1.20. Yet it started arguing and cursing you out. It would be there. It would still be there because apparently you value toxicity over quality. Well, a whole day had passed and I actually thought I had got the last word. But no, I know her too well. She came back. She said, and did you just send a video talking trash? No, it was actually a meme, you dumbass. But anyways, she continues on, with all this time on your hands, you should have fixed the vacuum yourself and kept it. No, you gave it away and now you want to complain about something you gave away in the first place. If you want it so bad, I suggest you start checking major trash sites. Who knows, you might find something better. Happy Halloween. Well, I guess she served me. Oh, well, I digress. And, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to fix something that's been trashed in the first place. You know, because had you not trashed it, I would have gladly fixed it. So I don't know what all the time on my hand are you talking about, Six, and the fact that you took a whole day to come back with that weak-ass response. But anyways, I digress and I move on. You know, because obviously someone else can't move on without having the last petty word, even if it makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. Hey, one thing about me is that I will admit my faults. That was dumb. And that was even dumber for me to egg her on. I could have left it alone a long time ago. But, you know, moving on to the very last topic, or the last situation here. Sometimes we think that we live in a perfect world, or let's say a neighborly world. Amazon has fucked up a couple times with me, you know, and this is becoming like an ongoing issue, like delivering things to the wrong address where, you know, it's so apparent. Like, people that have been to my address and been to my home in person, you know, they can actually attest to the fact that my apartment and my stationery of outside of my apartment is very undeniably me. I mean, I place so many things on the outside that it makes it like, it makes it very obvious that a queen lives there. I mean, like from the reef on the door to the, you know, the red light special that you get at night, the little water fountain. I mean, yeah, and then the, you know, the actual number of the apartment. But lo and behold, We live in a dumber and dumb world where, you know, people are raised by Siri and Google instead of, you know, the traditional way that actually makes you think. And you get people that delivers, you know, things like iPhones, things that you spend over $1,000 for, to the wrong address. And this is what happens. So I just want to point out a couple things here before anyone chops this video up as me being toxic or petty. Let me explain a couple things here. Now, as you see here, I get a notification like this. Now, imagine yourself. You get this notification and you're at work. I was actually in the middle of doing a delivery, you know, a delivery to the right address. For Instacart. And I got this notification that my package was delivered, like I've gotten so many times before. And the first thing I thought to myself, wow, that's interesting, because, you know, how would you get that door confused with mine? I know that we're right across from each other, but I mean, the apartment is apartment 1, and nowhere on his door is there an apartment 1. Nowhere. You know, not only do I have apartment 1 on the door, I have it on the mailbox. I have it on the welcome sign. You know, I would show it, but I don't feel like it. And plus, you know, too many people know where I live anyways, because, you know, it's interesting. I average about 150 views per video, yet people still find a way to pop up at my apartment. You know, people I've never met before because they've watched my YouTube channel, and I say to myself that, oh my God, you must have a way more depressing life than me. Oh, but I guess, you know, insignificant views meet insignificant people. And I mean the most insignificant people that I would not, like, why are you at my doorstep? I mean, did you even come bearing gifts? If you're gonna just do a pop-up? Oh, okay, I'm getting off topic. So just imagine your heart if you are at work and you get this notification of a very expensive package that goes to the wrong address. And you have about, at the very least, 2 hours before you can get home and address this issue. Yeah, that's what I was going through. So I got home like 2 hours later, and it was probably like late. But the first uncomfortable thing that I noticed is that the package was not there. It was not outside of his door. So obviously he had intercepted. You know, I'm very cordial with him. He doesn't say too much or so. I mean, I have other neighbors on the premises that, you know, and I think people know how I feel about them. You know, we're not cordial honey, it would be much better if, you know, certain neighbors on this premises just were non-existent in my life, or just for the betterment of the earth. But anyways. Well, alrighty then. Going back to the story at hand. I went ahead and I went to the little dollar store and I got a poster board, a huge poster board, and some magic markers, because, I wanted Bryant to know, like, just, you know, just in case he didn't hear me or he was asleep or so, even though, you know, I knocked on the door and I saw a light on, and then that light went off after I got through knocking on the door. But, you know, hey, bitch, I knocked on every window. I knocked on his front door, back door. I mean, by all merits, you could probably say I was harassing him. But, you know, honey, rightfully so. Bitch, you have $1,000 fucking phone in your possession, and I want it back. So, this is how the message went, and it went something like this. Hi, Bryant. This is Kiva from apartment 1 across from you. My Amazon package was delivered to your apartment by accident. Please return it to my doorstep. Thank you. So that's very simple, non-confrontational. I'm gonna put this on his door and see what type of response I get. So it's apparently 12 hours later, and the poster is gone, but no response and no package on my doorstep. I guess we're gonna have to resort to other matters. Back to the poster board and magic markers. I want to take a moment and to say something really quickly and touch bases on this. I am not a deceitful person. I am not a vindictive person. But, you know, when you're messing with things that are mine, and rightfully so, you know, I have every right to, you know, play the role, should I say. And this particular moment here, I'm going to tell you that this is the juice of this video, because this is when you really realize who's playing dumb and who's just dumb. Let's see if he's gonna figure this equation out. I had to play Get Down Dirty. Hi, Bryant. Since we're playing the ignore game, here's something I'm sure you won't ignore. Starting this Saturday, I'm hosting NA meetings all day, every Saturday in my front yard for all recovering and active addicts from Skid Row. You're more than welcome to join us. Oops, I forgot. The weekends are the time that you have the supervised visitation with your son, with a worker from DCFS. Well, I will do my best to make sure my guests don't leave too much drug paraphernalia behind. A visitor? Wonder who that could be. Interesting. Package returned. So, my peeps, I want to try something new this week. For all of you all that really, truly fuck with me and support me, I'm just asking something very small. Put this Fox emoji in the comment section. If you leave a comment, or if you don't, or if you just want to just show love, I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to see the people who fuck with me opposed to the people who say they fuck with me. And the moral of the story is simply this. You can sit there and allow someone to play dumb, or you can smarten up and play dumb right with them and see how quickly they get smart and figure the equation out. Like, subscribe, share, and most importantly, voice.